Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Live to Roll show. I'm your host for the day, Brianna Wheeler, and we are back with another women's disability show. Woo! Background noise. I need to get me a button. We need to make a petition to get Brianna a button. Sean's like, absolutely not. Okay, you guys. So today is going to be a little happy 420 sesh, and we're just going to vent a little bit about the comments that Candace Owens made a couple weeks ago regarding being inclusive and representation in our community. So we're going to be playing a little video. We're going to first get into introductions, and then we're going to smoke a little bit, and then we'll get into the heavy hitters. Thank you, everybody, joining us. Happy 420. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this show today. Sesh along with us. Drop your comments. Let us know what you guys think and follow along. Don't be afraid to drop those comments and say whatever you guys want to say. Even if it's hi, hello, how are you? We appreciate it. Okay. I'm Brianna. I was injured 7 years ago from a gunshot wound. I said that wrong. I guess that still makes sense, right? I was shot. And I'm a T12 and I'm from Los Angeles. Sorry, guys, I blinked out. Let's go to Ashley and Nikki.
Oh, shit. I'm Ashley.
I'm Nikki.
We're from Chicago, Illinois, baby. And,
You're a C4?
Oh, yeah, I'm a C4.
I'm a T6 paraplegic. We were injured in a car accident in March of 2019. We just hit 4 years last month. And, yeah. Hi, Live to Roll fam.
Hi. Let's go to Maya.
Y'all, Maya here. I am a C5, C6 quad. I was injured 5 years ago. Today, 420 is actually the anniversary of when I got off of life support. So it's my breath day too.
Oh, wow.
Period.
I live in LA.
Period.
So did you spend your birthday in the hospital too, Maya?
My birthday? No, just my life day, yeah.
Wait, wasn't it just your birthday though?
My birthday was March 24th.
Oh, your birthday was first, and then your life day. Okay. I'm a month behind. Sorry. I was like, I knew we were just celebrating for something. Okay, and then Jessica is not here with us today. I don't know why. Just tell her that she sucks it. Just kidding. She probably has a client or something, and she's doing busy things, so she's doing that boss babe on her grind. So we're gonna miss her today during our 420 sesh. Okay, let's do a little smokeroo. Are you guys smoking out there? Is that why you guys outside, twins?
Oh, you know
Yeah,
it.
and it's actually a beautiful day in Chicago. We've had like 3 seasons in one day today, guys.
Yeah, because
we had spring, we had winter in the morning.
We're having summer.
We're having summer right now. So we're taking advantage.
And then it's been stormy. We're supposed to have tornado watch till 8 p.m.
Yeah, so if you catch us like running off the live, probably because it started raining.
Yeah, that happened in my live earlier on Instagram. It was funny.
But we're risking it. But I'm grabbing the laptop.
Okay, yeah, let's get a little session right now before we start. I'm putting my dab in right now.
Gotta love Illinois, y'all.
For real.
It was like that when we were at the Abilities Expo too. It was like hot, then it was raining.
You guys didn't experience winter though. You needed some winter. Then you have had all of them.
No, God was with us. He knows I don't fuck with winter.
Because it only rained.
No, in the summer though, it shouldn't do that. Like it should.
Yeah, especially after our birthday.
Are you smoking too, Mama?
No.
I forgot.
But my mom is in the chat. She said she's smoking one for me.
Oh, we love Mama Miss
Mama Hendrix.
We love it. Celebrate 420.
Stay bird. Be breezy in the chat. We have a lot of people up in here. I'm just waiting for
this is to the chat right here.
Woo. Take a hit for us, guys.
Oh.
Here's my edible. There we go. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Okay.
You know, I would love an episode of pregnant moms and weed.
Oh.
I'd love to hear
the idea.
I'd love to hear about it.
Okay, get your cough out, then say what you need to say. How about that?
No, I think that is a show. I was just talking to Maya about the lack of information that there is regarding people that are pregnant and using cannabis, and also people that are just pregnant inside of wheelchairs that are disabled and are living this life, right? It's just hard to find that information.
Yeah, 100%. There's like not very much out there when you start Googling stuff. There's more out there for paraplegic pregnancies, but not for
Oh,
moms that are like using marijuana to like cope with pregnancy symptoms during the pregnancy or for quadriplegic pregnancies. There's like one article.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like Ashley, so if you ever want babies, I got a couple girls in the Instagram DMs,
Oh, that is so
okay.
true though. You see more
When I have
para stories.
when I have little Tommy.
Oh my gosh. She's been up with the name Tommy and wanting to name art. Tommy.
Do you have a middle name too, or you don't?
Do you have a middle name?
Oh, with Tommy? No, with my other boy name, yeah.
Hitting a blinker right now. Woo! Love blinkers. Me
Who's
and my
having
brother-
You gotta think these things, Nick, so that when the time comes, you could really debate. Like, especially if you have a partner, you could really debate your name. Like, no, we're picking Tommy because XYZ. Like, I'm gonna have a reason.
Set on a name, and your partner's like, "Nah, I hate the name Tommy."
And I hate that
Exactly.
name. It's the ugliest name I've ever heard in my life. What if he says that?
We're definitely doing a girl name. I don't care.
Ashley said these are first date topics. It doesn't go any further if they don't like the name Tommy.
That's enough to get you cut right
Mine's
there. You don't
probably
want the name Tommy, cut. Can't see a future with you. Sorry, boo.
Yeah, little Tommy. Isn't that so cute?
Oh,
Then
did
I
they freeze?
Oh, no.
We offer.
Are we freezing? Oh no, are they freezing? We're freezing up a little bit. Let us know how we're doing with our freezing, or if you guys can still hear us or see us. Let us know in the chat, because sometimes it can be like a little bit blurry on our sides. We're not sure what you guys are seeing on that end. Okay, so let's get in it. We have a short video for you guys. It's about a minute long with like just a little explanation of kind of what Candace Owens said. I'm going to try my best. I feel like I'm a little bit nervous to talk about this topic just because there's so much just debate and so much just negative energy around it. It's a little overwhelming for me, but we're going to dive into it and we're going to see what comes of it. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, please do not hesitate to share them and we will discuss them inside of the chat, okay? Okay, so let's play the clip, Sean, and then we'll get into talking.
Really, that's all I'm going to say is really. I don't really understand how far we're going to take this inclusivity thing. I really don't get it. I don't know. And if I'm wrong, again, educate me. Today, I just want to be educated in the comments. If people that are in wheelchairs were thinking as they were looking around, like, you know what really upsets me? That I've never seen a bra and underwear advertised with a girl in a wheelchair. Why did they do this? I don't know. I don't know why this needs to be done. I'm just getting tired of this all inclusivity thing. It seems ridiculous. I mean, we're going to be on crutches and be like, well, how come we don't have a girl that's broken her leg on crutches also in a bra and underwear? I don't feel included. I don't know. I don't think I can buy panties. I just can't buy panties because I don't know. I don't feel included. Look, I assumed that people that were in wheelchairs also have to buy bras and have to buy underwear. It's just something that I just assumed that was a thing. I didn't know that we needed to see that in our face. I didn't know that now we're going to have to look forward to campaigns where women that are in wheelchairs are now wearing bras and underwears because we as a society just cannot get to the bottom of our ridiculousness, because that's what it is. We are being ridiculous, America. When I see stuff like this, I just go, whose idea was this? Was it your idea? Okay, you're fired. I'd like to fire the person who was behind this ridiculous campaign. And by the way, I think people in wheelchairs will back me up on this. I think they're on my side. I think they think this is stupid. Let's all just agree today on Tuesday to stop.
Boo! Do we have a boo button, Sean? Okay, so there's a lot to unwrap in that, right? I feel like I get angry every single time I see it. I get frustrated again. I'm a little bit messed up. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, my screen's a little bit blurry. Okay, I get frustrated all over again because it's just the amount of ignorance that goes on in these comments. Sometimes it's almost unbelievable. I think it becomes like almost a state of shock that somebody even really believes this with her whole heart, because she really believes that she's right and she doesn't think that she's wrong in the situation, even though there's countless of people telling her how her words affected the disabled community and how she is wrong and how even able-bodied people weren't agreeing with her comments. But the type of person that she is, she just likes to be in the middle of that argument side, and she likes to be a troll, which is just people who say things for attention on the internet that doesn't go with the majority and the things that most people agree with, right? So our first question is, how did you first hear about it, and how did you feel after hearing Candace's comments on inclusion? Let's go with Maya.
Coming in hot. Okay. So I first heard about it on Instagram. I was like scrolling through stories, and I saw a bunch of people within the disability community posting about this and being upset about Candace Owens. And actually, I think it was in one of our group chats. People were calling for Candace Owens to be canceled because of this ad. And honestly, I was not surprised at all. I am very familiar with Candace Owens ever since George Floyd was murdered, and I am very familiar with the comments that she has made when it comes to the media and when it comes to discussing African Americans and denying the systemic barriers that have been set up, in place by the government, and just, constantly belittling different groups of people when it comes to minorities in the United States on such a big platform, right? Even going as far as making a documentary about George Floyd's family and trying to throw them under the bus, and just saying all these terrible things about them and so many others. So it actually kind of upset me that there is less of a focus on the intersectionality of marginalized communities, which being the disabled community and then racial communities, right? Because there's like a huge impact there. Back in the 60s and the 70s, the Black Panthers and Judy Heumann marched together. Like, this was a thing, and so it was upsetting to me just to see the lack of like political education around it. Yeah.
Yes, it was very frustrating, and I could tell you have a lot of feelings regarding it, which a lot of us do. Ashley and Nikki, how did you feel when you first heard about it? Where did you hear about it, and what are your feelings about it now?
Then I heard from you.
Yeah, so I heard it on my morning scroll on the Instagram when I opened the news, and I'm one of those people, when I hear some bad information, I instantly stop looking, because I do not like to see the thousands of people talking about it. It messes my mental health, so I just don't look at it. But then I was like, I never liked the lady, so I'm like, it angered me, but it didn't bother me, because I was like, this lady has been saying stupid stuff, so like, why are we paying attention to it? But at the same time, I guess what she said, the problem in my head was like, other people think like this too, because disabilities is still so not normalized in this world. And she's saying it publicly, but I can only imagine how many people behind these big brands think that same way. And that's what kind of hurt. That was like she's saying it publicly, but I can only imagine how many people think that, like, in the back of their brain, don't say it, probably think could be a friend of ours. You just never know, like, could be a friend of any of us, but you'll never know, because no one ever will say something like that, because it's wrong to say. But it's just sad. I don't know, it's just sad to see, because it just made it, like, I don't know, like, just makes you feel like not worthy as a disabled person, I guess, in a sense, because other people are thinking like that. At least that's what I thought. What about you, baby?
No, I agree with you, because like you told me, and I remember it's like we're watching everything, and that there's people in the world that think like that, and they're so like ignorant that they don't even want to be educated because of all the stigmas they have around whatever topic. And like, she says a lot of ignorant stuff, in my opinion.
You want
like, so like, it just comes from a place where, okay, you can maybe, I guess, think those things, but like, you don't even want to, you're not even open to learning. Like, you truly think that your way is the only way of thinking. That's that. Like,
yeah,
scary. I don't know, very just like hyper polarized. not a nice human.
And I see like there's someone in the comments saying that they agree with her. That's good. I know that there's people out there, and I'm glad that you're being upright about it. But I still don't like you. So yeah, that's just how I feel. Like I don't know. It's stupid because you don't mind seeing an able-bodied person. What's the problem? Disabled people exist. Grandmas exist. We see old people in ads. We see babies in ads. Why? Because people exist. Disabled people exist. Be mad at it. Go cry in the closet.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just mad.
no, and I feel like there's like the background issue as well. What you guys touched on. It is not so much about like the things that she says, but it's a bigger picture that comes with that. Like it's with society feeling that it's okay to think that way, you know? And actually, she has a big following. So it's like when you have a big following, you have a responsibility. Obviously, she doesn't hold that responsibility well because I was going through her videos trying to find the where she responded back to the backlash. And some of her titles, I was just like, yeah, I don't agree with nothing this girl says. So I'm not surprised that she has these weird thoughts because she thinks weirdly about a lot of topics that is like not what the majority of the public would be thinking, right? That's what she likes to do. That's her whole character. It's her whole, what she makes her money off of. Like it's who she is as a person, right? To say these ugly things. And it's sad, all the people that follow her and think that she's saying the truth about these things, you know? And I feel like it's more, she just doesn't understand. There's no way that she can understand, even watching the backlash video, which I didn't even want to like post her words on here because you guys can go check it out on her channel. I think it's episode 119 if you want. She talks about it right in the beginning. She discusses the disabled community, talking about these things, the points that we made on it, which the points that we're still making on it, which it feels good to see ourselves represented. And it also, you don't understand the devastation that comes with being able-bodied and then becoming disabled and not really knowing nothing about this community, not feeling like you're worthy enough, you know? And she made another ignorant comment about somebody saying, I felt like committing suicide until I saw myself represented in the community. And she felt like that's what's wrong and that you shouldn't rely on the things that you see to make you feel better. But that's just not the society we live in. It's not the world we live in. The reality is that social media is everywhere. Campaigns are everywhere. These billboards are everywhere. And, you know, it's what people see as the beauty standard. It's what they hold as beautiful because, of course, these shows and these billboards are top notch. Everybody looks gorgeous on them, right? So why wouldn't you want somebody who looks like you to be represented as gorgeous, to be represented as beautiful? You know, and of course, everybody wants to be having all this positivity inside of their brain and all this, not these insecurities, you know, and be confident. But that's just not the reality. We all have insecurities. We all have those down days, and we need to be seeing ourselves represented inside of media, inside of so many other things behind the scenes, you know, nurses, doctors, cooks. We need to see ourselves in all areas, you know, and I think that it really helps because, like we also have said, anybody can join the disabled community, and you never know, you know, who's going to be the next one to be joining and to feel lost and feel like they don't belong, right? And they need to see themselves somebody else doing it and telling them, don't worry, you can do it. Look, it is possible, you know? And I don't know. I don't really understand the concept of not understanding that, but I don't know. I guess some people just don't understand that's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to say, please do not go and give her a view on any of her podcasts. Instead, give Live to Roll a view, educate yourself on disabilities, watch Ashley and Nikki YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram.
You're so funny.
Because people just need to
It's
get
a lot
educated
to a
and you can see why there's a need for disability representation. Like, people just need to be educated.
Yeah.
Join an advocacy group.
Yeah,
Do something.
Yeah, do something, but don't watch her video.
Mad.
Yeah.
Well, there's clips as well on YouTube. There's different things like that. It's just like it's a whole like long spiel about different things. She put a couple of different people on there. I can't remember their names, but a lot of people were responding, and had a lot to say about it, and so she commented back on a couple of different things. But I guess the main point that she was missing about the whole thing was that it wasn't adaptive, which still doesn't matter, right? I feel like regardless, we should be seeing ourselves in campaigns. But the whole point of the first video is that she didn't even understand that it was an adapted wear. She was just ranting because she hates the Kardashians so much. So she just saw the ad and she just went on her little rant. She really thought that wheelchair users were going to agree with her, and she was right, you know, and it was just a total fail all the way around. Okay, so did your feelings change over the next couple of days or stay the same? Why? And did you ever think about responding? A lot of people were responding with response videos, like right when it happened. And I had a lot of anger towards it. I also agree with you, Nikki, with it does mess with my mental health with anything like that is happening. And if there's too many posts about any one topic, I get overwhelmed. I'm a really big empath, and I can't help but take on those emotions and feel so overwhelmed by everything that's going on. But let's go to Maya. How do you feel about it? And did you think about making your own response video?
I still feel exactly the same, and I had thought about responding, but then I saw Wesley Hamilton, his his Twitter post. I think it was actually you, Ashley, that shared it, and then I saw it, and then his post talked about what I mentioned in the first round of comments. You know, just about the fact that Candace Owens has been canceled. You know, and I felt like that was all that needed to be said from my end, honestly, because I'm having a baby. I don't have time to be like stressing on Candace Owens. You know what I mean? I already work in politics, and this is too much.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. What about you, Ashley and Nikki? Did you think about making a response video?
This is my first time ever talking about it on the internet because, kind of like Maya said, I saw that tweet from Wesley Hamilton and I agreed. Like, she been canceled. So I was like, I don't even want to give this girl any clout. She says a lot of ignorant stuff. She's kind of like an Andrew Tate. Like, she's our, but to people now, what is this generation? Gen Alpha, whatever they are now. She's there like Andrew. She's our Andrew Tate. So, like, you know, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be canceled. She doesn't need to be talked about. So, I don't know. She just needs to be educated.
My thing is give grace.
You said give grace, I'm dead.
Because she also, if you look into her history, is someone who had a different opinion years ago. So she has room to change, baby. We all do. In Jesus' name.
Yes, we're gonna
that's what I think. I think that's where my head was at. I was like, just give her grace. Because I know other people think like that.
It's like maybe she's been hurt. Like, I don't know where all that hate
Yeah,
comes
maybe
from.
a disabled person really, like,
maybe rolled over her feet.
Ghosted her.
I'm sorry, Candace.
She was ugly. You know?
Yeah, you know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but I
rolled
just think that I was not trying to go for any of my time. And I was super affected and overwhelmed. I have people inside of my family that believe in different politics than I do, and have like reposted this girl or stuck up for her in the past. And I just sent it to them, and I was almost fighting with them about it. I'm like, this is who you love, this is who you follow. And they're like, no, we're not saying that, you know. But I was like, so I was more upset with them, you know, than her, because like you said, like, I just feel like that's the way she is. She likes that type of negative attention, you know, and like, why give her a waste of my time? It's frustrating that people think about that, but ignorant people annoy me anyways, regardless of what the topic is or who they are. Like, if you're just ignorant in that way, then you frustrate me, you know. What I do think is good that comes out of it, and like I thought about it way afterwards, is that hopefully people that don't believe in the way that she thinks that this is wrong, it was brought to their attention. I'm hoping that more companies realize, oh wait, maybe we're not being as inclusive as we thought we were. Maybe we weren't considering people that we thought that we should be considering, you know. And hopefully there'll be more disabled people in campaigns, or people will come out with more adaptive wear for our disabled community. And I'm hoping that will be the good that comes out of this not national, but this big, huge outreach in the community, you know, with Candace Owens talking about it so much and putting all this negativity on it. I'm hoping that it will bring out some of those positive people, the good people in the world, the people that want to make a change, the people want to make a difference, you know, and that are going to help us fight this fight in the disabled community so that we have a long way to go, you know, and we're trying to get over this big ass hump, and it's not easy to do. So hopefully we'll get more people on board with us and help us along with that. That's my thoughts on it.
That's yep. I agree. At least started a conversation. At the very least, she started a conversation, a viral conversation, as they'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why, that's a good one, viral. I don't know why I want to say national for everything. I just want to be national. I don't know. Especially when I'm high, I use these words that just do not be making sense. And the only one that calls me out
And
on
all of
it
a sudden,
is Kate will be like, what the fuck did you just say? So funny. Okay. So why do you think it's important to involve people with disabilities in campaigns? Ashley and Nikki.
I think for the same reasons as it is like for anybody else. Like, it feels good when you see yourself represented in the things that you're interested in doing. And disabled people are human. Read the hat.
Yes. Go shop. Al official.
Period. And like, we deserve to like see ourselves in the areas, in like all areas, in all aspects of life, in all areas that we're interested in, you know. So that's like, it's like simple. Like, sometimes I feel like people overcomplicate it. We were talking about that today, remember?
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't have to be that complicated. We want to be seen just like you want to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I feel like people complicate it with disabilities, but don't complicate it with anything else, because when it was a skinny girl, people were fighting, oh, I want to see like a curvy girl on the ads. I want to see this, that. But people don't do the same for disabled people. It's only disabled people fighting for disabled people because we're the only ones who get it. People who aren't,
True.
like,
You
I
right.
hate to say it, but a lot of
That don't want to educate themselves.
able-bodied people who don't want to educate themselves don't really care, especially if they've never had someone close to them. Even some people who have people close to them don't care. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, you don't care until it's you.
Until you realize how,
I
like,
think it's a problem with a lot of things in society. People just don't understand like the importance of it, you know, and like, I mean, I feel like even climate change, scientists have been preaching about climate change forever, but it's barely like when the weather is really be affecting people. Now they're like, wait a minute, the weather is really actually crazy, you know, and the scientists are like, we've been telling you guys for years, you know, and you just don't care.
literally.
And I think that's easy, you know, and I give a little bit of grace because me as an able-bodied person, I didn't know anything about the community. I came in this community totally uneducated and totally lost about it. And I think that's also something that you can't really comprehend until you or a loved one go through it, or until you really take the time to educate yourself, to listen to these stories, to really understand the behind the scenes of what comes with this disabled life, whether you're born with it or whether you acquire it along the way, you know? And I think that that's definitely the hard part that people don't understand. What about you, Maya? Why do you think it's important to involve people with disabilities in campaigns?
Similarly to what everyone has said, like, it's just important to see ourselves represented, you know, the same way it was important for women to be able to vote, you know, back in the day, and the same way it was important for Black people to be able to vote, and just, you know, like, just feeling accepted and supported where you live in your own society is, it doesn't hurt anyone. It like makes people, you know, more healthy. It makes more of a healthy and supportive, you know, society. And I don't understand why people want anything less, you know.
Yeah,
It just
I feel
really
like that
confuses
even
me.
thought is so frustrating what you just said right now. Like the fact that like we don't understand why they don't understand what we're saying. You know, that's where your frustration comes.
It's like, what is happening? Like, I can't understand that method of thinking, you know? And I've come into contact with people that I've been able to sit down and have a conversation with and like actually do some education, you know, but then I've also come into contact with people who are just not not hearing it, and I just I don't get that.
Yeah, and a part of me, honestly, when I saw the response video from her, because she made that comment about wanting to be educated in the first video, I still had a little bit of hope. Like, maybe you will see all these comments and these girls that you personally offended and see their hurt behind it and understand why they're affected by your words, and understand where we're coming from. And that just didn't happen. She just got on there and backed up what she was saying more with more ignorant things. And that's just frustrating. That's when you have to put that person in a box of, I'm not going to waste my time educating somebody who does not want to be educated, who is going to think that the way that they think is right regardless. And that goes for so much things that I think inside of our lives that we're going to come across, right? A lot of times we want people to understand our point of view, and some people just aren't capable of it. And that doesn't mean that other people aren't. We shouldn't let that stop us, from
And the
educating.
the sad thing is there's gonna be people in our lives and that we cross as disabled people who are going to be like her. So like, I think it was just the public, like, this is happening. Like, I don't know. I mean, I notice it when I'm out and about. So I feel like it is the reality, unfortunately, for disabled people. Like, yeah, right.
Okay, let's take
Well, it
a
wasn't that long
little.
ago when you really think about it. People don't like that.
We're gonna take a little smoke break. I see your comment, Jay Bird. We're gonna get to it right now, but we're just gonna do a little smoke break before, because I feel like we need one. I'm stressed out. You see, I knew this. I knew this conversation was gonna be stressful, and it's a lot. So we're gonna get into that, but first we're gonna take a little smoke break. I'm just waiting for my little Puffco to vibrate. What are you guys smoking on? We have some weed smokers, we have some wax smokers, we have some pen smokers, we have some edible eaters. What we messing with today, chat? Another edible from Maya. I can't hear Ashley and Nikki anymore.
I think they're frozen. Oh, they're back.
Yeah. Okay. Took a little dab.
We had a
So,
super chat.
thank you so much, Velma,
Cheers to
for
the
like
super chat.
you, Ben, for our super chat. Happy 420. We appreciate you coming through. How I roll. Happy 420. Make sure you guys leave a like. Thank you guys for all the reminders.
I love Velma's comment. Enjoy your smoking, but don't forget to press the like button.
You're right, Jay. Politics and religion is something I try to avoid when conversing. Yes. Can be hard to have those conversations, but it's just different beliefs. See, I love Candace. You might disagree with her, but since I like her and agree with a lot of things she says, automatically makes y'all think I'm a bad person. So I don't think necessarily for me, I would tell you necessarily a bad person, because like I said, people in my family also believe those things, and I realize it's hard. It's a hard conversation to have, but I just feel like we disagree. Like we're in two different thoughts inside of our head, and I don't think that there's a lot that's gonna make us switch our mind on that. If that's somebody that you like, then we just have a different belief system, so we're fighting for different things inside of the world, and I don't think that there's any way to really change that. I don't think it necessarily makes you a bad person. Other people might have other views on it.
I mean, I agree. I don't think it makes you a bad person. I don't think Candace Owens is a bad person. I just don't understand her and her way of thinking. And I think that her platform could be used for something that's way more positive. And I'm actually curious, like, if you are a person that is in a wheelchair, you're a person with a disability, like, what is like, help us understand your point of view. Like, I genuinely am curious to understand that, like, and how and why you agree with her.
We just
Yeah,
got pushed.
that's an interesting conversation. It's hard to have these debates, you know, and hard not to get like let your emotions get in front of these debates, you know. But they're important conversations to have, and sometimes you are able to see the other person's point of view, you know. And I think some things are just hurtful. I don't believe in hurting people for no reason. And I feel like our words are powerful. What we say and what we believe in, they're impactful, and they have a domino effect on the way that the world works. So you need to be very careful of your mouth. Your mouth is a very powerful thing. Your thoughts are a very powerful thing. And you have a choice inside of this life on what you can use that for, and how you can impact and make a difference, a real difference on this world. So many people have come and gone. There's so many cemeteries that are full. How many of those people actually made a difference? Actually fought for something that helped people inside of this world, that made people's life easier, you know, that made them feel more empowered, that made people want to do greater things inside of this world instead of doing ugly things. You know, what's the difference of like going and smiling at somebody or frowning at them? It's that energy that you're giving off to the next person and how that then affects that. Like, for me, that matters inside of my life because of things that I've gone through, and I just feel like that's just the way I think, you know. But I don't know, there's two different sides to this argument, of course, like we talked about. So what's her next question? If you could choose one company to come out with an adapted version of their product, what would it be? I feel like this one was a little bit hard for me, but what did you guys come up with? Ashley and Nikki, did you guys come up with something?
It was what company adaptive? You were saying something. The phone holder.
What was the question?
Adaptive line.
What do you
What
want
would
to
you-
see adaptive line? Like, if you could choose any company in this whole world to come out with an adaptive version that would be like easier for you, Ashley, to use, like, what would you want it to be?
What were you saying? I said it would
A
be,
phone case thing.
but like what?
Or
was
like
I
a way
saying?
to open doors.
Yeah, way to open doors. Everything, man. I got lots of ideas. Companies hit me up, okay?
You have tons of ideas. Everything needs an adaptive line.
Especially
I
for
mean,
like quad.
Yeah, especially for
yeah.
a quad.
She needs like, yeah.
That would just make life so much easier.
We be talking. Mm-hmm.
And like, touching on that, do you feel like people feel like they are doing things and making them accessible, but not making them accessible for quads? Do you feel like that's a problem?
Yeah, very much so. I don't feel like a lot of things are very quad friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maya, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I agree. I feel like there are a lot more products that are accessible, but they're not accessible for like all injury levels. Shout out to our mans at Abilities for being out here creating these things.
Yes, we love him. Oh.
I'm like, where's the sound effect, Sean? Pew, pew, pew.
Yes. Sorry, guys. We love Mark and making them accessible for quads. I think that's so important, and I think it's something that even a lot of paras don't incorporate when they're making things accessible. You know, so it's just something to think about.
Tell
But
Brianna.
a product, a company that I want to make something adaptive would be a Brito water bottle.
Okay.
No, this was perfect.
I can get my water from anywhere and it will filter it on its own, and it just needs to be accessible.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's so great. I don't know what I want to be accessible. I want a lot of things, but I feel like,
Guys, it started raining. We're grabbing
oh no,
our
is that why you guys
things.
ran inside? I knew something was going on.
Yeah. We'll be right back. We gotta grab our.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll let you guys have a little moment. There's a lot of products I feel like are already accessible. I feel like for me, I struggle because I'm like, I could do that, you know. Like I feel like a crybaby sometimes when I want things to be more accessible for me. For me, it's like more of a pain thing, and it's more of like, I just want the cities to take care of the accessibility more on the sidewalks and stuff. If the roads could be smoothed out, that would be just fucking fantastic for me, because I just hate riding on those bumpy rides, and I hate the pain that it causes when I'm inside of the car going anywhere. And I feel like sometimes it stops me from doing things because I just know it's going to be added pain on top of what I'm already going through. Because you have to imagine, like, I'm bouncing around inside of the car because of these stupid bumps, you know? And it's just like so frustrating to me sometimes. And my boyfriend's not the slowest driver neither. So that also affects me.
Chris at every yellow light.
I know, dude. Tell me why I made fun of him for hitting that curb like 10,000 times, dude. Like, I was like, oh, you were driving so carefully with Maya in the car until the very end, dude. And he fucking hits the curb. He was like, I was trying so hard. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, go slower for me. I'm in the car too. What the fuck?
He said, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. In the curb. That was so funny. I made fun of him forever. Okay. So, Nikki, did you say an adapted line?
Yeah, you didn't say one.
I know, because I couldn't really think of something. I think it'd just be cool if accessible stuff like looked pretty and like aesthetic.
Okay, but
Like not so like
hospitally.
ADA, yeah, and hospitally, like the government made it. Like, you know, like real people are behind it. Some character, some wall, some choices, some options would be nice.
I feel like I want a better
Like that
grabber.
stuff, and then do like, oh yes, and a stronger one. It needs to be stronger. Like it is not strong. Like I be trying to grab some things.
And then to Snuggie.
Oh,
Please make a like more, you know, power wheelchair friendly Snuggie, please.
ooh.
Or wheelchair friendly, just in general, please. Cause
Little crop moment, little
yeah,
kind
little crop
of, but not
moment would be-
cropped.
yeah, you know, like vibes.
Oh, wait, they have one. It's called a Huggle.
Huggle, okay.
I don't
They
know
come
that.
with these.
Huggle.
I got this new thing. I don't know what it's called. I'll have the name for you guys next time. But you like put it over you like this, and then you can button it different ways. So you can button it like right here, so it can just like go over, and then you can button the arms together so that it can be a sleeve, and it has like little mittens too. It's a little penguin thing. The head comes down like a little penguin because I like penguins, so my boyfriend got it for me. And I am always in that thing. I'm gonna send you guys the link. It's the best.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard for me to think about different things, but there's a lot of different stuff. I feel like also for accessibility, if we're talking about things that we want to be accessible, I feel like sometimes it's not so much an accessible line as an affordable line.
That part.
Sometimes there's a lot of accessibility stuff, a lot of products out there, but it's not affordable for us. And a lot of us can't do it. Great for the people who can, you know, like that's fantastic, but it really does suck to see those products out there and just know that you can't get it because you're not in that price range bracket, you know, and there's no way that you can be because a lot of us are on SSI, you know, and even the ones who aren't are struggling because the society just freaking sucks right now and inflation is up. And California is just drowning us. So it definitely is hard, you know, to get those things. And of course, it's easy to put it on the back burner, right? Like if it's so much money, we just like, we don't need it. We don't need it. We go without it. And that's what sucks too, because those little things could really make a difference in our lives if they were affordable enough to get. Let's see what else in the comments. Shout out to Ben. Thanks for always supporting the channel, homie. Yes.
Period.
Thanks, Maya. I am too old for this 420 stuff, but glad it's good for all of you. Jay said, I mean, does it? I missed that. Sorry, I'm not sure what you were referring to. Ben, y'all have a good stream. Not trying to ruin my 420 with politics. I can respect it. I can only do it on 420 because I need to be high for this. Let's see. How I roll. Going deep, Bree. Cemeteries full of people who didn't make a difference. Yeah. Gave me goosebumps reading it again. Facts. I think people worry and get too wrapped up in the small things in life. I respect y'all's opinions, must respect. Thank you for being respectful. We appreciate the respect. I mean, that's all we can ask for, is to respect one another.
Yeah.
I'm 57 and I'm not too old for 420, so got you beat by 26 years, kind of late. Never too late to experience life. Woo! Dalma Stone. That's gonna be our next vlog, guys. Just kidding.
No, don't do that to Sean's
No, for sure. But there's so many different things out there now, and so many ways to use it to really do help. I mean, there's like topical oils. That's one thing that my grandma used to use as well. And of course, there's so many different strains, different ways to experiment with things. I know not everybody is comfortable with it, but I keep saying in today's society, I don't know why that's on my fucking brain today, but anyways, in today's society, there's so many different weed products that you could really try and experience with. And there's so many different levels of like highness. There's so many different things that you could do. If you are interested or know more about those things, if you are doing it for like a pain reason, message me and I will help you out, figure some things out, and let you know some of your options. Let's do a last hit, guys. Oh, you guys are already inside?
Yeah, it started
Oh
raining.
yes, it started raining on us.
My pens.
I grabbed the laptop too quick. I ain't
It was
messing up.
lightning and thundering and raining. We said, "Oh no."
Yep, summer has ended. It is now spring.
Yep. April showers bring May flowers, baby.
In one day. Ooh, get it, Brianna.
Okay, clouds.
Our 420 blinker of the day. Okay, I think that's all we have. I'm gonna try not to die. Let me take a drink. 1 second, and then I'll give you guys the announcement. Sorry. Okay. Today's one filled Sesh. Do you guys have any last comments about this amazing topic that we decided to do today?
Right.
And I guess like I don't know, like yeah, I don't think anyone's a bad person. Like me and her don't agree on things. Like I don't hate her. I don't think she's a bad. Right, Ev?
Yeah.
Right? We love each other.
Yeah.
I hope.
And that's such a great point. No, you can have disagreements with people that I love. I have these disagreements about, and it is hard thing to accept because as humans we want everything to go our way, right? But I feel like that's their point too. They're trying to get us to understand, and there's like nothing in our brain that can comprehend what the hell they're saying, and they're like so clear on their thoughts. They're like dead ass sure that this is the way it's supposed to be, and we're like, yeah, you guys are crazy, don't know what's going on in there, so it's just understanding that we're different people, and yeah, we just wanted to touch on our thoughts on it. And thank you for that disclaimer. Nobody's a bad person.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next week coming up, we have a couple more shows. We have the guys on Tuesday with their regular Tuesday show every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. with new topics. Make sure to go check them out. We have the Rolling Over the Hill show with Bobby and Robert, and they come on at 3 p.m. every other Thursday. And then you can get me on the opposite Thursdays, first and third Thursday, with the new women's show. And T Fizzle with his gaming shows. Those are kind of on different days. So just go check him out. He has a bunch. He is really good at gaming. He shows you guys some different techniques. He has like his controller on there. And if you guys are also gamers, then he's open to having different people on the stream. So message us if you guys are really good at Fortnite or Harry Potter, or I can't remember the other games he plays, but they're really great. So go check them out, okay? And I think that's all. Make sure. Thank you, Sean R. We are sponsored by Mobility Professionals and Urology Professionals. They are amazing companies that help with our supplies. So go and check them out. We really love them a lot, and we love their support and their team and their staff. They're all really amazing over there. Anything else I'm forgetting? Make sure to go shop LL Official, and make sure to go shop on liveToroll.org and get some new merch for yourself. Summer's coming up. Get some new drip, and check them out. If you guys have any suggestions for topics for us, if you want to be a guest, if you want to support us, then make sure that you message us, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all that. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everybody who joined in the chat and having some guts to comment. It's not easy to talk about these things, but I applaud you guys. Happy 420, everyone. We love you guys so much. Roll.